Hi guys! Today I have a very special guest with me. This is Franciska, and we're gonna talk a little bit about acting. She's an actress in London, so it's very exciting. I'm gonna ask her some questions how I can improve with my acting here in front of the camera, and maybe she can tell us more about how to start a career in acting, and then maybe a bit more about her other activities. She has some other interesting stuff to tell us about. So maybe we can start with a few words about yourself. From what we discussed, she speaks 5, 6 languages?
Three languages fluently, yeah.
And then a
some
few more
Italian
on the
as well,
side,
yeah.
She's very international, and yeah, very interesting. So tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Franciska Bijou Steiner, which is my acting name. And yes, I'm half Swiss. My dad is from Switzerland, from Zurich, and my mom is West African. So I grew up French and then learned German later on in Switzerland and in Swiss mountains as well. Actually, I went to boarding school.
Lovely.
Yeah, so it's quite a big change, isn't it? Coming from a very small country in Africa without electricity and going up straight to Swiss mountains in a boarding school. So there was quite a big change, but very exciting. And then I've done my college here in London, and I came to London. Basically, I wanted to find myself, but then decided to start acting because I didn't want to learn English from a straight English school. I wanted to learn from acting because I thought with acting you actually learn much quicker, because every script you're reading you need to understand what you're saying. So I think it was less grammar, of course, but at least it was much quicker and easier to read difficult books at the end. Yeah.
And they taught you about accents and
how
to express the words and how to really speak fluently.
Yes, and we went through voice work, articulation. Of course, if I speak naturally like that, is your natural accent just always comes out. In another way, yes, there is a restriction for non-English speakers, but at the end it's where you have less competition, which is actually sometimes works best for you. So then you stay unique, in the unique bracket.
Yeah. Sometimes I think of myself that I don't have a very great accent. I'm from Romania, by the way.
Okay.
Probably you know. And especially with starting this English channel, I always had a fear, I don't have the best accent, I shouldn't speak English, maybe I should keep it to Romanian. And do you have any advice for this, how we could improve our accent, or how to, I don't know, pick up all these sounds more easily, or what did they teach you in acting school? Or
well, we go a lot through tongue twisters. So pronunciation, articulating words in a quick way as well. But then we have as well, if we really have to do a film, for example, that we have to speak a certain accent, you always have a voice coach that you can have on the side helping you. My agent actually told me that not to necessarily lose my accent totally, because they think it's quite cute and it makes me unique. But as well, watching films is very good. BBC News is great. Spooks is amazing. They really have a good articulation there. And always remember Joe Down, so English people and speak forward. So so that's, I think films definitely helped a lot. I mean, it's different if you're not an actor, you don't have to go through all these exercises by watching a good film and maybe have an English boyfriend. That could help as well. Yeah, I have a Romanian one, so.
But he has a better accent than me in English,
I think it's just important to speak clear, isn't it? More than the accent, I think.
Yeah, I think it's good. So what kind of acting you're doing? Theater or just film, or?
A bit of both, but because I'm a mother now, so I'm restricting the theatre. But actually my last job, because I had a little break now for a few months, was actually theatre, a 16th century play, theatre technique, which was really interesting, very challenging as well, and there I had to work on my accent. That was really good, but mainly I got corporate films, short film, feature film. I've had quite interesting castings, so fingers crossed. Don't want to say too much about them yet. So yeah.
Can we find you in any plays at this moment, or any movies?
Not at all. There is a movie I did about 2 years ago, Alpha's Diary.
Okay.
Alpha's Diary is about Ghanaian girl who came to England and has visa issues, and I played her flatmate, single mom, and it was quite a fun. It's a kind of African comedy.
Yeah, maybe we can write it down below and we can search it. Yeah. Do you have any advice about public speaking? Or I know in the theater when you're in front of hundreds of people, do you look at them or do you pretend like they're not there, or what advice would you have? And for me it's easy, it's just me and the camera, and maybe there are people watching behind but on the screen but not right in front of me.
Well, there are different side of acting, isn't it? I mean, there are other scripts where you have to communicate straight to the audience, but normally a normal play, if it's set, let's say in the time frame or in the space frame, we learn to work on the fourth wall. So basically we work inside, we forget more or less the audience, and we build like a fourth wall. For example, if I'm in a bedroom, always remember, and maybe maybe there's a window there, so you as an audience don't see their window, but I'm going to
imagine it.
Yeah, imagine it. This is the fourth wall, and at the end of it, you've got the lights as well coming straight on you, and the main thing, so you don't really see each of them, and the main thing is as well, I mean, what's important, you are supposed to work with your other actor, so you react with your actor. So so you kind of forget. I mean, I always get very nervous. I'm absolutely terrible.
But the first minutes, and then you
I'm
forget about the emotions.
I don't know.
The whole play.
I would tremble behind scenes. I'm like, oh my god, I'm next. I'm next. But then when you're on the stage, and you're just focusing on your partner, then you forget, and it's. The amazing thing in theatre, which is different, you do, even if you're building the fourth wall, you feel the energy of the audience, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. For you,
I think when they start applauding, I think you're done.
Yeah.
So you try to forget about the audience there, but have you ever done public speaking? I don't know, like coaching or talking about a business, or talking about, so you have to interact with the people and look at them, and so not acting in a play?
Not directly. I've done it at college where we sometimes did a comedy, and we maybe react, but generally that's the funny thing. I don't know how other actors feel about it, but if we act, then we are somebody else. But if it's about ourselves standing there, it's actually more nerve-wracking. It's so difficult. It's just like, okay, that's me. Oh God, am I opening my book now? So you're gonna see inside me. So no, I haven't done it yet, but I'm hoping to do it very soon, especially with my other business, because it's very important.
We'll talk about this in a few moments, but maybe one more advice, if you could give. What would be the steps if somebody would want to pursue this career in acting? What steps they should take? Go to school for acting, or could they do acting without school, or self-taught? I don't know.
Well, I mean, it always depends. Some people prefer to have a degree, like every education, If you want to go to the best university, then go to a drama school, and they're amazing.
But is that everything? I don't.
No, it's not everything, and I think today as well. I mean, there are a lot of workshops out there. I mean, the only thing is you've got Actor Centre, where is a union for actors, where there are classes and everything. But there you can only join if you have any credits or you went to a drama school. So that's a bit different. But out there are a lot of part-time classes, part-time school. The main thing is, the important thing is to keep practicing. Honestly, practice makes perfect, and even as an actor, I'm trying my best to do workshops at least every 2 weeks, if not every month, because you just need it. You need it. You don't have to do drama, and they're quite expensive. They can be quite expensive as well. So you can definitely find part-time classes out there.
So even if they started a career and this is the thing that they really love, they can still start doing it part-time, and then in the end maybe switch to this.
You can have evening classes, weekend classes. You can definitely find good ones.
So it's hard but not impossible. So if you really want it, you
can do it.
Okay. So, well, I don't really know how much money you make out of this, or from what I've heard, acting is not a very good paying career in the beginning. So I know you have another business on the side that keeps you going. Maybe you can tell us a bit about this.
Well, I just became an independent consultant for product. Why I did actually have a degree in interior design, but I didn't want it because of the times. Why I choose to be independent consultant, because it's a flexible job. Like every business, of course, it's not simple at the beginning and you need to grow towards it. But at least it gives me the opportunity to be there for my daughter, to be there for acting, and as well enjoy my life, you know, really design my own life and organize every day as I please. So, and there's always a challenge. I think having your own business on the side, so it always challenges you because it's your own thing. So you work hard towards it. So yeah.
So what is it about? What do you give consultancy for, or?
Well, we sell product. We sell they're natural-based product. They were created in Switzerland but launched in America. Been over 35 years now. Actually created by a man, Peter Mork, which is really funny. You wouldn't think.
Did he test them on his?
I know. I wonder.
These are cosmetics, by the way.
Right? Yeah. So we got skincare, anti-aging, normal for spots and everything, and we've got makeup as well. We've got nutrition packages as well. We've got a small section for men, which is really, I think, the amazing product.
Yeah, I think next time we meet, we'll have to see the whole range and
definitely
show them to the audience. That'd be great. So I think I'll leave below all your links where people can find you, and if they want to join this business, maybe they can contact you. Anything else you'd like to? Yeah,
we have an actress and I have just created this. We had our second meeting. We created a little meetup for actors, so that you're always, working instead of always paying too much. So we just pay for the room that we're renting. It's called the Working Actors Club. You can find that. We find us a meetup, and there we meet once a week. We practice voice, physical, Meisner program, and then at the end we work through script or monologue or audition, whatever. So it's really useful. So you can find us.
That's great. Yeah, I'll leave the links below. Yeah, I think Meetup is a really nice platform to meet new people, but also to pursue something you love on a free basis, basically.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So thank you very much for this interview, for this opportunity to discuss with you, take some advice from you from this area of expertise, and I enjoyed very much our conversation.
Well, I enjoyed very much being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I'll leave down below all the links where you can find her, and if you want more advice from her, I'm sure she'll be happy to give you.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, and next time probably we'll meet to talk a bit more about the products and try them on and do a pampering.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah. So see you next time, guys.
Thank you. Bye.